Welcome to Restraint Free Grooming by Ruthann. Sorry I look like a troll. This is getting toward the evening. This is a little Yorkie, and his name is Nacho Cheese. I know, I don't know how y'all do it, looking like queens and whatnot. I look like a troll, so bear with me. This is one of my little Yorkies. I have a preference for Yorkies. I love little Yorkies. I had one years ago. And try and bring it here. And he is just a sweetie. The parents like to keep him short. I know, babies. And he's got floppy ears. So I like to do a little bit of 4. I know, baby dolls. So I use my scaredy cat scissors. I know, tweeties. Just to get that little, because as I said before in my other ones, I don't use clippers for the nose. That just terrifies me when I see people doing that. Each person has their own preference how they do things. Like I said, I do a lot of things before the bath, because most of the time I can't see doing a lot of stuff before cleaning hair that needs to be done, especially why wash hair that you're gonna take off. What are you doing? What are you doing? And he gives you, this one here gives you teeny tiny smiles. And let's see if I can try not to put my hand in your way. I like to bring up their ears so you can kind of get the curve. And I'm using my curves. Makes it so much simpler. You can get the curve a little bit better. Yeah. I know, baby dolls. There we go. I like to bring up the ear. Gives it the shape of the head a little bit. Come here. Sorry, I'm gonna put my hand in front of you. Like I said, it's still gonna take me a little bit of time. Good job. There we go. I guess there's a dog virus going around right now, so everybody's very, very careful about what they do. In terms of doing everything for the dogs. Sorry. Put my hand in front of you. Trying to make it to where you can see what I'm doing. And let's see. Maybe that will work a little bit better. Come up under here. A little bit better. Looks like he's got another little mole. Yorkies tend to get moles the older they get. So just be aware of that. Okay. Alrighty. There we go. Alright. And I like to keep them short. So we're using a number 4 guard. I like to use my Andis clippers. That's what I prefer. I've tried other clippers and this is what I like. I have just recently gotten the Joyzy ones. I find they're good for the sandy areas, but I'm not real crazy over them. I'm still an Edis girl. Everything I've used so far for them, I've liked. Like I said, this is just a quick roughing out prior to the bath. I have the table on low, on the lowest, so it's only about a few inches off the floor. I like using guards, so it kind of helps where you don't have those bare spots, especially because they have, Yorkies are known for the whorls. Is that what you call them? Colics, whorls. They have them. And they're known for them. Yeah, you. Bring them in a little bit. So you can see a little bit better what I'm doing. And ear up. And just keep it, the clippers straight, flush against the body. You're not digging into the body, just keeping it straight. You start digging in, then you're gonna have all kinds of divots. You get your hair cut every 8 weeks. You wouldn't think the hair would grow that quick. Okay, we're gonna get a butt shot. Most Yorkies have a little teeny tiny bob for a tail. I've only ran into a few that didn't get their tails bobbed. Most Yorkies get their tails bobbed shortly after they're born. Most of them also get their ears bobbed. That's why they have the pointy ears. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. I know. This is the Joyzy I got. I got it at the Groom Expo. It's the Hornet. It has an 8, 10, and 30 blade. It's okay, yes. I just use it basically for sandy areas. I find it's not very powerful. Some people like the Joy. I haven't really tried out the rest of the Joy-Z line. Like I said, each person has their own preference for everything. I'm just telling you mine. Okay. But then again, I think most cordlesses don't have very much oomph to them. When it's corded, it does come with a cord, but it is what it is. I do like to do the bottom of the feet. I turn it over to the 30. I'm just doing this to show you how I'm doing it. I just skim it across the bottom of the feet. I personally think there should be fur between some of the pads, especially with winter coming. There's a reason why there's fur there. Unless it's matted, I don't think it should be all dug out. I'll show you. There we go. I'll show you how to do it. Most dogs feel a vibration. And that's how I do my feet. Where you have a nice little foot pad. Nice and clean. Foot's away, fur is away from it. Once I figure out how to pause or edit, then it won't be a part 1 and part 2. But as I'm just figuring all this out, I'm not exactly, as they say, technical advanced. Really? Look at this. All right. What you doing? What you doing? Oh my goodness. You're silly. Yes, you are. Oh my goodness. So silly. You are so silly. I know. I get a lot of love from my dogs. And that is quite all right with me. And yes, with the fires and stuff, I do wash my face a lot. You're silly. And what I do is Just trim out the legs and the feet like this with the curves. You go with the, if you want to see, I'm trying to make it a little bit easier here. A little sneaker scooched back. And scooch back the waist. Yeah. Yeah, we'll scooch back up here. Yeah. Yeah, we'll scooch back up here. Okay. All right. As you can tell, my curves are one of my favorite scissors. I use them all the time. If you haven't invested in a pair of curves and you want to be a groomer, that's one of your things that you should. You do not have to go the most expensive route. But make sure you have a good sharpener. I use a local sharpener, and he's awesome. He picks up my scissors, and the next day or the day after, he drops them off. I do the same thing on the back. Just following just a rough cut. Oh, wait. There we go. See if you can see. And each time if you're holding the back legs or any of the legs, just make sure you have a firm grip on the back and the legs. Especially Yorkies, they do have a patella or knee that likes to float. And if a lot of them their knees like to go out of joint, which that makes it always fun and interesting when you gotta pop it back in. And then this back here. All right. And now my little Tweeties is almost ready for the bath. There we go. Oh my goodness gracious. Alrighty. And we will see you for part 2 at the bath, after the bath.